I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. It kind of hurts my brain. I just can't believe that I've made this. It is currently the 7th of January and I have had an absolutely terrible cold for the past 10 days now. So I was obviously just bored and scrolling on TikTok and I came across this video. I can't find it now. I really wish I'd saved it. And it was someone who was making a jumper for the first time. They used this pattern called Step by Step by Florence Miller. Now, I used to knit when I was a kid. I say I used to knit. I think I just like thought I was knitting, but I was probably just making a tiny little swatch of nothing. But I used to enjoy doing that. Since then, since I was like 10 or something, I haven't knitted anything. But because I've been sick, I was just thinking, maybe I should just try and get back into knitting. You can do it sitting on the sofa. That is what I've decided to do. I have never made a scarf. I have never made gloves. I've never made a hat. I haven't made anything that most normal people would make as their first project. I've just gone full in and ordered myself enough yarn to make a whole sweater. I'm going to be making the Step by Step sweater by Florence, mainly because it is one of the few videos that I could find on YouTube that has the full, very detailed instructions. I think the video is like an hour and 40 minutes long of how to make it, and that is the level of detail that I need because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So I'm very excited about this. I'm going to be using Drops Nepal and this is the colour Beige Mix, and I can feel already that it feels very nice and soft. I just wanted to film this because I have no idea whether this is going to take me, I don't know, it could maybe take me 2 months, it could take me 4 months, it could take me 6 months, or it could take me a whole year or more, or maybe I'll just never finish it. So I thought I would film the beginning and maybe by turning this into some sort of vlog might encourage me to actually finish it. Anyway, I've rambled along for enough. I guess I'll see you when I've got some updates. And yes, I also do have my tree still up on January 7th. Please don't judge me. I have just finished my little baby swatch and I'm pretty happy with how it's gone. I don't think I have any holes, so I'm going to see that as a good sign. I just need to block it, which is just putting it in some water and leave it to dry overnight, and then I will be able to check to see if the gauge is correct. Last night I tried to start the jumper and I was doing okay, and then I realised that I counted the wrong number of stitches, so I had to rip it all off and I'm going to start again. I counted it, checked it several times, but for some reason I had cast on 79 stitches, and so that meant that I kept getting to the end of the round and it's supposed to be knit, purl, but for some reason at the end it was like knit, knit. So I think this is one thing that no one talks about knitting, is it's just really maths focused. It's counting focused and numbers focused, and I'm not very good at any of those things. I think I actually have 80 finally. Why was that so difficult? So it is just one day later and I have finished the neck, and I'm surprised that I did that so quickly. I honestly thought it would take me a lot longer because I'm not very good at ribbing, and well, I just find it quite boring having to keep switching between the two because you have to really focus. For some reason in some parts it goes up higher than others. I don't really know why, but I'm hoping it will just look okay in the end. The amount of times I have watched this video. For this next part, I'm going up to a 5.5mm needle. I think I just start using this and it should just transfer over. I'm sure all these things seem obvious once you've done them, but before you've done them for the first time, it's like kind of hurts my brain. I'm starting to feel like there's not much space left on this needle, so it's all sort of bunching up and it's getting a bit hard to work. So for this next round, from now on, I'm going to switch to a 80 centimeter needle. I have now learnt how to switch onto a different needle, and it's way easier than I was making it in my head. I thought it was really difficult, but it's actually easy. You just start knitting with the new needle and that's it. Made quite a bit of progress so far with this. I'm really happy with how it's coming along, although I did have a bit of a drama last night. I was just knitting away and somehow suddenly I just felt like the needle felt weird, and I realized that it had like unhooked. So because I'm using interchangeable needles, the cord plastic bit can detach from the needle, and that had happened, and about 5 or 6 stitches had slipped off and were just hanging out like in the air. I freaked out and I eventually got them back on the needle, but then because I was stressed about that, I accidentally knitted when I wasn't supposed to be increasing. I increased on a non-increase round, and then it basically meant that one arm was slightly bigger than the other, had more stitches on than the other. So then I was freaking out about that, so then I had to balance that out. I think it's fine now, but basically the moral of the story is be very aware of what your interchangeable needles are doing, and just be careful that they don't come unattached, because then everything else will go wrong. Hello. I thought I would check in and give you a sweater update. So I can't believe how much I've done in just a few days. I think at the beginning of this video I was saying like I was thinking I might take like 6 months or a year to finish this jumper. I had no idea. But it's only been a few days and I've done the neck, I've done the yoke, and I have now divided off the arms, which by the way was quite scary because I've not ever before put stitches on hold, and I don't know why, but it was just freaking me out. But they seemed quite nice and secure with my scrap yarn, so it's all good. It's just so exciting to see it all come to life, and it's really starting to look like a jumper, and I've been showing people and they're like, wow, it's a jumper. Something went wrong somewhere because I had ended up with 2 more stitches on each arm than I was supposed to have. I don't think it's the biggest problem in the world, especially because I had the same wrong number of stitches on the arms, so I think it's fine. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to keep knitting the body, and I'm going to, once I get a little bit further down, I will start to try it on, because I personally, just personal preference, I don't like to have really long jumpers. This one that I'm wearing now, this is like too long for me. I prefer jumpers that sort of hit here, because most of what I'm wearing is like jeans. I don't really like it when it's all baggy around the front, so I'm going to keep quite a close eye on the length because I really don't want it to get too long, and I know that once you block it, it does get a bit longer as well. Sorry for the terrible lighting because it is winter and it gets dark at 3 p.m. But I have just finished the bind off, and it took so long. No one told me how long a bind off takes. I thought it would take maybe a bit longer than a round, but it took me like hours and hours. I watched a whole football game while I did it, plus probably a couple more hours than that. Anyway, I like the way it's looking. It is a little bit tight, but I think with blocking it will probably relax into more of what I'm after. And I did want it quite cropped, so I'm happy with the length. And I'm sure once I add the sleeves, it will look a little bit less weird. There's a few lumps and bumps going on, but it is my first jumper, so I'm not going to be too harsh on myself, even though my perfectionist brain does want to criticize everything about it. I'm not going to let myself do that, and I'm just going to enjoy the fact that I have made a whole body of jumper, which is so exciting. Next step is to cast on for the arms, and then I will have nearly finished. I can't believe how quickly this has come up. I think I've been working on this maybe for 10 days. I need to double check when I started it, but it's really, for me, for my first knit, I'm so shocked how quickly this has come together, and I'm so excited to finish it. So let's get on with the arms. Also, this is what my sofa looks like at all times now. Yarn, stitch marker, scissors, yarn, tape.
Stitch is from the yarn on which I hold to my 40cm 5.5mm second needle.
Hello, it has been a few days since I have updated you, and look, I have finished an arm. I am so excited. Just the fact that I can turn this way and it actually looks like it's finished is just really motivating me to finish. This arm is getting there. I've done the first decrease round. I think I did make this sleeve quite long because I haven't blocked it yet, and it's already kind of on, I mean, this is actually my ideal length, but I'm a bit worried that when I block it, it's gonna get really, really long. My arms are very long, so the good thing about knitting is that I can make these garments the right length for me and maybe slightly too long for me, but that is quite good for me because I barely ever get anything that is the right length. I am also wondering if I've slightly made the body too short. I did want it cropped, and it is hitting just on my hip, which is kind of good, but I don't know. That is all my slightly anxious thoughts about this jumper. I think tomorrow it will be exactly 2 weeks from when I started this jumper, so I'm so happy with how it's gone, and yeah, I'm so excited to finish it. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I have finished. I still need to weave in the ends and block it. I'm so proud of myself. I just can't believe that I've made this. I can kind of look at the neckline and be like, oh, I did that at the beginning, then I did this, then I did this. Like, just having such a detailed knowledge of something that you're wearing, like you know exactly how it was created, how it was made. It's so fun and satisfying. I just love this line here. Have a look at my armholes. Not too bad. I think they'll get better once I've weaved in the ends. So I was quite proud of that as well. And maybe the worst one is probably there, but I think once I weave in the end, it will be okay. And obviously no one's gonna see that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I just love the color as well. Like, I just wanted to go with something a bit basic for my first sweater, just because I wanted something that I could actually wear all the time, and I just know that this is a colour that will go with pretty much everything in my wardrobe. Like, I always wear these beige Birkenstocks, which obviously goes very nicely with this colour. So yeah, let's weave in the ends and block it, and then we'll have the final result.
she's finished. Oh my god, I'm so happy with the final result. I can't believe how much different it feels and looks with blocking. The bit that I was worried about around here is just really nice and loose and just exactly what I wanted. The length is actually perfect in the arms, maybe 1 centimetre too long, but I have already taken this jumper out walking my dog Winnie, and it's freezing at the moment, and it was so nice to just be able to keep my hands nice and warm. The neck also, I was worrying that it would be too high and tight and I'd have to keep rolling it down, but actually it's now just like loose and just really comfortable around the neck. It's not really causing me any issues. And yeah, I'm just so happy and so proud of myself. And I've already been wearing it out when we were out for dinner the other night. Thank you so much for watching. This has been quite an adventure, and I'm sure I've already got plans for my next knit. So hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm sure there'll be lots more knitting content to come. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.